Well, everyone, it's Pentagon Challenge time once again, and we're just about coming to the end of the season here. We've got 2 games to go. We've already secured some really exciting-looking free signings for the start of next season. I think that's it. Oh, no, wait. We've got a new job. That is right, everyone. We have forsaken the lands of Slovakia and wound up in Swindon Town. I think the job just come up, and I think we just applied for it, and they offered us it. First thing that kind of drew me to them was they actually have money. They won't give me a coaching badge course just yet because I've only been here for 3 games, and I think they just wanted to, initially at the time, theoretically, they could still get relegated, like on paper. But since we took over, that's kind of no longer an issue. And I think now that that's done, they will hopefully in the summer fund me to do a coaching badge. Since I arrived, let me go to the schedule. We have had some decent results. We lost this one to Eastleigh. If I remember rightly, we took the lead twice. We went 1-0 up, and then it went 1-1. Then we went 2-1 up, and then it went 2-2. And then Jake Hesketh, whoever you are, scored an absolute rocket from the edge of the box. 92nd minute, absolute sickener. We then played Sutton United. Now I'm going to show you the goals for this. And the reason being is not just because it was our first win. Although that is part of the reason. Took the lead nicely, Afalabi. And then, not long after that, 12 minutes later, boom. Eventually, George Cooper smashes it in to make it 2-0. Now, this is something that I've noticed, and I think I noticed it against Eastleigh as well. We seem to come out the blocks and start so well until stuff like this happens. So, usually around about, in this instance, 39 minutes, 35 to 40 minutes, the other team don't seem to be getting a look in. And then, next thing we know, they seem to start I don't know what it is. We just seem to completely drop off. So I've started trying to have a little look around with the tactics, and it went to 2-2, and I'm thinking, oh my days, come on, I just want to get a win. But thankfully, first time cross, Afalabi at the far post, scored it, and you know I spit-housed my way for the final 15 minutes, you know it. Then followed that up with what I consider to be 2 respectable draws. We drew 1-1 after taking the lead against top of the table Exeter City, and then we drew with Stockport County, who they were only just above us. But you know what? We'll take that. We've only just come in. Unsurprisingly, I've just stuck with what I know, which I think is very similar to what Swindon were already playing when we took over, and that is basically just a 4-4-2 or 4-4-2 wing tactic for now. Looking at them before we took over, they were playing very much a 4-4-2. So we've stuck with that, and then over the summer we will work on a few other ideas. I touched on transfers. We have got a few of those lovely new gens who have been released by their clubs. So we've got Nigel Skelton coming in from Liverpool, 18-year-old midfielder, definitely got potential to be trained into a really good ball-winning midfielder. He's already got really good base stats for that in terms of his strength, his stamina, his work rate, his tackling, anticipation, bravery. He could be really, really good at this level. Anthony Bailey is a striker who I really like the look of. American, getting released by Arsenal, already 2-star, good finishing, reasonably quick, left-footed as well, relatively decent determination, fairly ambitious. Hopefully he's someone who can, really try and push on and help us next season. And then in the same vein, another one from Liverpool, we've got Darren Evans coming in, fairly tall for his age, 18-year-old, decent finishing, decent heading, decent determination. I think we are just going to train him up as sort of described there as a target forward. And Anthony Bailey's also 6 foot, but hopefully he can also be as equally a good an aerial threat. But they could potentially be the future of this club's attacking lineup going forward. Our star performers so far have been George Hurst and Jonathan Afalabi since we took over playing up front, and George Cooper on the wing. And where is he? Leahy, where are you? Luke Lee, he's been really good as that left wing back, weighing in with a couple of assists already. So we've got a game today up against Woking, who I believe are above us. They're in 8th. We're not going to catch them, but hopefully Tranmere, my local team, Tranmere are literally 10 minutes from my house, can beat Stockport, help us overtake them, and hopefully take them out of the relegation zone. Massive 6-pointer at the bottom there. Wrexham beat Bromley. We'll keep our eyes on that one just because it'll be very interesting to see what happens. Who are Chesterfield playing? They are playing Oldham Athletic. Oh, I could do with Chesterfield getting a result against Oldham, but that might damage Tranmere. Well, we'll just have to see what happens. Although if Tranmere and Chesterfield both win and Bromley and Wrexham draw, that will completely swap around. So that could be spicy. We'll keep our eyes on those games because that could be really interesting. The lineup we're going with is pretty much the lineup you just saw then on the tactics screen. We're playing Woking, who are second in the form table. So yeah, quite a big difference, whereas we're 17th. Now you may think, why did you actually end up leaving Partizan? I mean, we were in a good position. We weren't really going to get them promoted this season, let's be honest. And financially, they were never going to be able to give us what we needed at this stage. Swindon Town are playing in I'm pretty sure it's technically a higher reputation division than the Slovakian second division anyway. And they're a team who, when I previously managed, in lower leagues on Football Managers, going back to sort of like FM20 and stuff like that, I did a Salford save. Swindon have always been a very strong team and pretty much always gotten promoted from League Two. Now, I think they are a team that realistically that is going to be our aim for next season. Obviously, I know there's been quite a drop-off in that expectations this season when you look at where they are right now. They have underperformed. That's obviously why the last manager got sacked. And I think if we can get some decent recruitment in the summer, we can certainly push for playoffs, I think. The team has shown to me that there's enough potential in it that is doable. We've got a contract, I think, for 12 months basically until the end of next season. We'll see what happens. But we do ultimately need to try and put down some roots somewhere because we do need to start building up some consistency in our performances, in a team performance. And the only way we're going to achieve that is if we stay somewhere for at least 2 to 3 seasons where we can make the team how we want it, basically. Because otherwise we're just going in, revamping the team, starting afresh, blah, blah, blah. So I think if we can go in, maybe we sort of say we're going to commit to Swindon for at least 3 seasons and see where we can get them. If we can get them up into League One and establish them as a League One team, then potentially look to move to a higher level League One. Whoa, what a finish by Tyreek Johnson. Nearly took the net off. I think if we can establish ourselves as a League One team, it can potentially make the jump either into a relegation threatened championship team or into a promotion pushing League One team. Before potentially looking to move back to Asia and try and get that Asian Champions League. I think that's the way we're going to have to try and start doing it now. I know we were tempted to do that with Partizan. Obviously, we would have done that with Hebe if we could have done, but that fell apart. And so I think we're going to have to try... Oh, Duke McKenna, that was terrible. I think we're going to have to try and start doing that because otherwise I feel like we're going to really struggle to make some sort of progress on a personal level, just because I think we're going to be struggling to really build up a reputation purely because we're never going to be able to get a team exactly how we want it. Let me know if you agree anyway, but that's my general thought process. I know I've said that a couple of times and then we've always ended up moving on. Admittedly, forced hand with Hebe, and then with Partizan, we were very much, do we stay, do we go? And then ended up staying, and then we were like, oh, do we stay, do we go? And then we're like, no, we're going to try and go, but we ended up staying. And then we weren't, oh my days. We weren't planning on moving, and then this opportunity came up and we ended up taking it. This is going terribly. I need to start paying attention more. Surely not. Please not 3-0.
Mm.
Terrible. Well, everyone, this was not a good game to show you life at Swindon. Does not give you an accurate representation of the team and their levels. And there's me like, oh yeah, we could probably turn it into a promotion chasing team. Although we have just made it 3-1. George Hurst feeding off a lovely knockdown by Afolabi. That is what we're about. Usually it's the other way around. Hurst is the one who knocks it down and Afolabi is the one who scores. But anyway. But yeah, I think there's potential here. Give us a summer and hopefully we can come out the traps roaring in the new season. This is probably just going to be the only game I'm going to show today for now, I'll be honest with you. It's currently 9:10 on Wednesday night and I've not had my dinner yet. So that is currently cooking. And I'm going to go and have that after this. But then I'm going to obviously finish the season and then I'll be back for the start of the next season here in Swindon. Looking forward to the next season. I'm going to basically just try and see if I can get the club to give us an affiliate club. Senior affiliate where we can hopefully try and benefit from some loans. And then try and get some free signings in because we've not got a huge transfer budget at the moment. That obviously could easily change next season, like over the summer. And with a bit of luck, Tranmere are winning. Come on, Rovers, see White Army. Mike Dean will be happy. Hopefully we can bring them some quality and get a few good friendlies under our belts to see what the level of the team is like. And with a bit of luck, playoff push next season minimum, decent FA Cup run for a bit of money, and see where that takes us. I think that's got to be the task we've got to set ourselves. Obviously, we look at Partizan, and when we took over, relegation zone following season, pushing third place. Before we go, actually, after today, by the way, we will take a trip back over and see what's going on in Partizan. When I checked through the week, they were still sitting third. They hadn't done outstandingly since we left. Can't say I blame them. You know, we were a maverick for that team. But trying to think, I can't bring Leahy on. Sorry, I'm just trying to find someone to bring Leahy off for. Lewis Reed's not having a good game. We'll bring on Conley. But you know, they still seem to be holding that third place. And yeah, if I can, I would love to try and sign Jose Garcia. But the issue we have managing in England is Brexit. 3-2. George Cooper did incredible then. Looked like he got tackled, but he managed to keep control of the ball and rifled it in. 3-2, everyone. 3-2 is an unlikely comeback on. Surely not. Hurst feeding it through. Let's see. Tackle, bounces up, and then he still finishes. Outstanding. In fact, we were taking Cooper off. He stays on. We can't take him off after he's just scored. That'd be bad luck. I can't even remember what I was saying now. Lost my train of thought. George Cooper's little bit of individual that's a great strike. Fair play. Yeah, sorry, Jose Garcia. Yeah, the issue we have, thanks Brexit, is that trying to get work permits is a nightmare. So I've obviously looked at trying to sign some of our previous players. Actually, Anas Tahiri and João Tavares, who we had at Hebe, were both free agents. Tried to sign them, no luck. They agreed terms, both of them agreed terms, but because they couldn't get work permits, so that fell through. So that was disappointing because they would have given us some real quality in the midfield. They would have been class signings for us. What is with Woking scoring absolute rockets? Dawes with an absolute bullet of a header. We had, what was his name? Tyreek Johnson rocketing one in. Ward's having a shocker. Afolabi, he's had a good game. who do we take off? Leahy having a poor game. Generally, poor performances have seemingly, you would assume, looking at those ratings, cost us today. Let's take off Apolavi just because he's not scored. A bit harsh, but... So yeah, defence, obviously an area that needs work. Potentially keeper as well. He's not the worst keeper, but I had a shocker today. And that's going to be the game. Why is he heading it backwards? That was poor decision making from, is it Liam Jarvis? Yeah, not good. That's going to be the game. Come on, ref. Put us out of our misery. 5-2. Terrible, terrible, terrible. You saw in glimpses what we can do, though. Safe to say, we read them the riot act after that game. And just as saddening, Tranmere conceded what I can only assume was a last-minute equaliser in the 92nd minute to Stockport County, which leaves them a point off safety going into the final day. And who are they playing? They've got to hope that Wrexham and Bromley slip up. Bromley are playing Morecambe, who are 10th. You'd assume Morecambe maybe would win. Tranmere are playing 5th place Bradford. I can't see them doing that. Chesterfield playing Orient, who 7th. And then Scunthorpe, yeah, we already said, playing Wrexham. Unfortunately, I think the writing is on the wall for our friends down in Tranmere. Lewis Reed, I didn't realise they're currently in the assists. Fair play, Lewis. Doing well, doing well. Highest we can finish this season is 12th. Who are Oldham playing? Woking, who've just slaughtered us, so please do us a favour and slaughter Oldham. See if we can leap above them. Take care, everyone. I think that's me done for today on this. Enjoy your day, evening, wherever you are. Thanks again for your support. It really means a lot. My name's Tom, TJ90, and I will see you next time.